and they have picked up exactly where they finished off last season. Stephen Curry has been on fire early, and he's playing the point guard position this year. Blake Griffin, a freight train in Nikes, averaging almost 20 rebounds a game thus far.
It'll be number 2 Texas Tech at number 5 Oklahoma on ABC, and the tip is won by Griffin and Oklahoma. He goes to the rim and puts it down.
You're talking about a guy over 250 pounds, along with speed and power.
And the pressure immediately on Curry. He gets it ahead to Lovedale. And a little elbow jumper, too strong, but Davidson rebound. Barr tries and nails a triple, and he has been shooting the basketball.
And he'll turn it over some, but you see how graceful he is, especially as he uses that dribble to get to the rim.
If you're Davidson, how do you handle Griffin tonight?
Well, they're going to double team him and try to get the ball out of his hands as much as possible. But he's not a ball hog. He's a terrific passer. They'll double team post players regardless of who it is.
Austin Johnson tries a 3. That misses. Lovedale to board, and Curry will handle. Stephen Curry making the transition to point guard, and they lost an outstanding senior point guard in Jason Richard. As Lovedale knocks down the
basketball. Once he catches it in close, they'll run a second defender at him.
As it knocked away, Paulus Gosselin gives off to Curry. Davidson up early. 2 for Max Paulus Gosselin.
These offenses, can Oklahoma have defensive discipline, and can Davidson handle the pressure that they're going to put on Stephen Curry when he has the ball?
So after the Sooners picked up the first bucket of the game, Davidson at a quick 7-0 run, and good pressure by Barr all over Crocker. Austin Johnson, pull-up jumper, no good, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Game and some full-court pressure.
And this is designed now to keep the ball out of Curry's hands. They'll even run and double him some. In this offense, John, he'll give it up some, and then he'll become part of their motion offense. Once he passes it, he's going to move, and they'll try to screen to get him open.
Rossiter looking for some help. Pulls up there. And the rebound pulled down by Griffin.
Boy, how many rebounds does he go and get above the rim?
Good look to his brother, Taylor Griffin, off the window.
They both have high basketball IQs. They played for their dad in high school. They both understand the game, and they love playing with each other.
Rossiter shot no good. Another board for Blake Griffin, his second. Left-handed shot. Nice move, Taylor Griffin. He is a guy who's considered one of the top freshmen in the Big 12, if not the top freshman.
And he's going to have to play with defensive discipline tonight, because he's not used to guarding the kind of offense high school that he'll see for 40 minutes tonight.
Warren launches at 3 and hits. Willie Warren's first collegiate three-pointer. He had struggled in his first 2 games beyond the arc. Gosselin can't answer. Here come the Sooners up 11-7. They're on a 9-0 run.
That's it. Go inside out. We talked about that last night.
Are they going to travel? It's
a little bit against Carolina on ESPN, and Texas out in front as well. Back to John Shelby and Norman.
All right, Ryan, thanks very much. Davidson here trailing by 4. Trying to get Stephen Curry involved in the offense. So far, he is 0 for 2, and right there, good cut to the hoop. Gets fouled, he'll go to the line. I beg your pardon. I think they may have gotten Will Archambault.
That was a bad angle by the freshman. You're going to enter the ball to the post. You've got to take it lower than that foul line extended. He'll learn that.
This is Archambault. Good look down low, and Curry, first field goal for the Jew.
Incredible court awareness, John, because he knew where he was. He didn't pump fake, hesitate. He had his defender beat. He caught it at the rim and laid it up quickly.
Now Willie Warren kicks out Austin Johnson. Tied at 11 here in Norman. Tony Crocker drills a 3. Tony Crocker can be kind of an X factor for the Sooners.
Well, just like Willie Warren, we took at that release. We talked about the outside shooting of Warren. Crocker only 1 for 7 coming in.
Rough one. Ended a 25-year stretch consecutively that the Sooners had made a postseason appearance. As Curry uses the ball fake, knocks down the triple. And Davidson able to knock things up at 14 apiece.
That's important. That's important because the more Crocker and Warren can take the pressure off of Griffin inside, it'll allow Griffin to get single coverage at times.
So Willie Warren feeling good, feeling confident so far. Sooners by 3. Lovedale has it knocked away and picks up the loose ball. How about Curry underneath? Griffin the board, Sooners basketball.
Blake Griffin's going to get every traffic rebound tonight.
Ryan Wright is fouled. The transfer fight for the loose ball. And Davidson with it. Paulus Gosselin handling here.
And that takes Curry off the ball. Nice look.
Good look to the freshman Allison. And a turnover, Oklahoma basketball. Eastern, UCLA goes up against Michigan. It's the 2K Sports Classic. Benefiting Coaches versus Cancer, ESPN2. That's Thursday night.
Well, how about Coach K saying that Jimmy Barron of Rhode Island's performance, talk about three-point shooting, just 12 last year.
He said part of the reason he came to Oklahoma was to play with Blake Griffin. Quite a inside-outside combo they could be if he continues to knock down the three-pointers. Allison sets the screen. Paulus Gosselin.
Well, they've done a good job, Austin Johnson has, making Steph Curry work. That's a victory right there.
8 on the shot clock.
Everybody in the arena knows what Austin Johnson's done.
Archambault deep three, way off the mark. And a board for Griffin. Sooners by 7, looking to expand the lead.
Oh boy.
Way out there.
They've got Willie Warren, sees Kevin Durant, Jeff Green, and Russell Westbrook courtside.
And 3 free.
With that TiVo slapping each other 5 every time he hit one from deep. Nice feet, John. It was unbelievable.
He is some kind of shooter. Safe to say the guys on that list will not be affected by the new three-point line. Warren working on Paulus Gosselin, now gives off to Taylor Griffin. Sooners up by 4, and now Crocker will handle as the shot clock goes under 10. Curry pulls down the board. Davidson basketball. Archambault. Davis tries to get position and is called.
McKillop Sheriff winning a championship with his son Matt a couple of years ago. Now Brendan.
21-18, Oklahoma on top.
See, this is what I like about Oklahoma. They don't have to play through Blake Griffin on the offensive end.
How about that? Taylor Griffin tip. He's fouled and he'll go to the line.
They grind you. They are a grinding team on the defensive end. Very physical. Very typical Big 12 team.
Curry with the air ball out of bounds.
Terrific job that time, and I think when he saw the air ball, he was relieved as much as anything else. A mini victory right now for the freshman who Jeff Capel is teaching him how to guard at this level.
Uses the ball fake to get past Barr, and
Hornets were here for a couple of years. Chris Paul was always on hand, taking in sooner games. Now the key if you're Steph Curry now is just let the game come to you.
This is Brendan McKillop, Bob's son.
He's got to be able to handle that relentless pressure from Crocker now.
Lovedale with Griffin on him, into the lane, pull up, and it won't go.
This has been excellent defensive discipline so far by Oklahoma. They've really pressured Davidson, and nothing has come easy.
Pass deflected. Griffin still gets his hands on it, puts it down. He's got
Americans.
Davidson's gone close to 4.5 minutes without a field goal. Trailing at 27-18. Curry going to work on Warren, and a foul on the floor. Yeah, very efficient with the moving parts, and not just when he is at the free throw stripe. Taylor Griffin, the monster slam. 29-20 Oklahoma.
Yeah, this is a coming out party right now for Willie Warren, because he struggled his first 2 games as a Sooner.
McKillop dealing with the pressure, finds Curry off the glass and good. And Steph and Curry with 14.
Well, that's the problem. If you overplay Curry and try to keep him from getting the ball, he's smart enough to go back door and create something off the pass.
Really feeling it. It doesn't now for the freshman.
Honestly, John, I watched his first 2 games. He was thinking too much.
Stephen Rossiter answers the island.
I'm getting old because I coached against his dad when he played at Loyola, Maryland in the early 80s.
Hey, speaking of family affair, Rossiter's got a younger brother playing at Siena. Warren, deep 3. That one is no good. Cade Davis, though, big board. And it deflects out to Crocker. They'll set it back up.
See, Willie's got to create an angle. Yep, see, from the basket, and that doesn't play to his strengths.
Omar Leary in for the Sooners, and he's all over Brendan McKillop. Curry catch and shoot, got it. Another 3. He's got 17.
It's unassuming. It's an unassuming 17, John. It's a walk in the park 17, even though he's had to really work hard for it. He just plays the game so effortlessly.
Now Leary, who's looking to feed the post in Griffin, instead goes to Davis as they swing it around. Ray Willis has checked into the game. He had a big night last night, 14 points in 15 minutes. Davis for 3. And Willis gets it to go.
Boy, Willis is like, he's got a knack, doesn't he? We watched it last night, as you mentioned.
Good catch by Ben Allison underneath. He is pressured, can't get ball. Willis up ahead, and the pass stolen by Curry.
Intercepted, like they intercepted a long bomb. Wow.
Oh, ball fake, but he can't put it down. Ben Allison +1. The freshman fouled and will go down. And Willie Warren moves it up into the front court. Stephen Curry on the bench for the first time. Willis to the goal, high off the glass. Griffin tried to follow with a flush, couldn't do it.
Let's see now where Davidson can get their offensive looks.
That one was halfway down for Brian Barr, but didn't fall.
See, that's really unusual for a big guy to handle the ball that much, because now defensively in transition, your guards aren't necessarily getting back to the paint. They've got to get to the 3-point line and spread your defense.
Warren and throws it away. A turnover. It'll be
last year. Davidson played Carolina, UCLA, Duke, NC State, the NCAA tournament. They played Gonzaga. They played Georgetown, Wisconsin. So they're used to this, John. They don't have Jason Richards, the brilliant point guard from a year ago. It's a very sound, smart team.
Rossiter gives off to Curry. Offensive foul. That's huge.
It's a game of angles inside.
Will we see Curry the rest of this half?
I don't think so, John. I don't see any way that you bring him back with 3. Now, they run a motion offense, so it's an equal opportunity offense, particularly right now without Curry.
Griffin putting it on the floor. Soft touch, but it won't go. There's Taylor Griffin, 2 more. And he's got...
If I'm Taylor Griffin, I spend the whole year on the weak side backboard, because every shot that goes up by his brother, he's got a chance to get his own scoring opportunity.
Picking up the scraps on the boards.
Yep.
Rossiter is fouled. Both, and it's a 3-point game again.
All of Davidson's post players are technicians. They're not going to beat you with athleticism, but technique.
by Leary, handling the junior college transfer. Now Crocker.
You got to throw. That's a driving opportunity.
They get Lovedale.
Of course, I think this program really got back on track. Taylor had already been here, and Jeff Capel convinced Blake, who was heavily recruited by every major program in the country, to stay home and play with his brother. And I believe that's why Blake stayed another year. He would have obviously been a high draft pick last year.
Brian Barr, three is no good. Big board, Rossiter. Barr tries again. No good again. And Blake Griffin with rebound number 9.
Well, Barr was the guy that came up with 11 points in 13 minutes against Kansas.
Willie Warren high off the window, 14.
Best half of his young career. We've seen it inside and out. And this is what the hype was about.
Again, Stephen Curry on the bench right now, 17 points but 3 fouls.
5-2 run since he went out, John.
Where do they go for offense?
They got to take what the defense gives them, because they're settling now for long threes. Their movement in their motion offense has started to get a little bit stagnant.
They get a carry there and a turnover. And Norman got a good one so far, 38-32. Number 14, Oklahoma leading it. Stephen Curry on the bench with 3 fouls, does have 17 points. Brendan McKillop, the coach's son, handling right now. And McKillop, good feed. Allison off the glass, won't go. Another board for Blake Griffin, and he gets. And the Sooners have 38 points, 26 by Willie Warren and Taylor Griffin. Does it matter that Blake isn't scoring?
Not at all, John. He could care less. The guy's going to be a top 3 pick anyway. And right now, the focus of Davidson's defense on him has allowed these other guys to get some easy opportunities.
Loose ball, and it's taken away by Davidson. Wildcats down 6.
I say equal opportunity right now. Anybody on the floor can get a good scoring chance for Davidson, but it's not going to be Steph Curry.
McKillop short. Lovedale, good board, but has it taken away by Ryan Wright.
Survival right now through McKillop.
Warren has it blocked by Rossiter, and Davidson the other way.
Davidson's bigs do such a great job of not leaving their feet and just extending their hands to the ceiling, and that keeps them from getting in foul trouble.
Lovedale can't get it to go. They continue to struggle with that.
In terms of Oklahoma's ability to get him the ball, because he really should be able to establish himself down low.
He does have 11 rebounds tonight. Shot clock at 7. Tony Crocker with a 3 attempt. Let's see what they get. And a foul on the floor. Or missed both of them, beg your pardon.
So that's an empty possession. Opportunity for them to score easily, and they didn't do it.
He gives off to Crocker, and the feed to Wright. Leary a triple. Rattles in and out.
If you're day between 4 and 8, you'll be in good shape with Curry back in the second half if you can keep it under 10. Too much dribble.
McKillop has good range, but not Curry-type range. Got a great look right there as he hooks up with Rossiter.
It's a coach's son right there. Brendan McKillop, the sophomore, didn't play a lot of minutes last year because Jason Richards was such a great factor in Davidson's success.
They get 3 seconds.
Without one of the best players in the country on the court the last 6 minutes of the half.
They've only turned it over twice. It's been a big help. Wow, is that deep as Brian Barr misses. Little floater in the lane, misses again, and Oklahoma basketball.
And I think Bob
on Oklahoma. So one part of the reason why Davidson is hung in is because of taking care of the basketball. Barr at the buzzer, no good. And Stephen Curry
touches that half. So if this game stays close, obviously Oklahoma's got to find an easy way to get the ball inside. But Davidson's had a lot to say about that, John.
That's Paulus Goslin handling. Ryan Barr. And it's deflected out of bounds. Davidson basketball. Here at the Lloyd Noble Center, not enjoying it.
And now Crocker is going to guard him. He's a little longer than both Johnson and Warren.
The off-balance shot uses the glass. 19 for Curry.
He was very fitting. I love this because they've come out early in this half and they've established that they're going to call it tight. Both teams need to adjust. That's a 2.
And Rossiter smacks it away from Griffin. Fouls him.
Hands. Little token full court pressure.
Feed down low. Lovedale in the lane, has it blocked. But he goes to the deck. He's fouled. And he misses them both.
All right, how about the 2 Rossiter missed at the end of the first half, and now Lovedale comes up empty.
Taylor Griffin feeding his brother. The double team comes. Warren the baseline. And he's fouled.
Adjustment. They're making Curry work now. Oh, that should have been a foul.
Curry pull-up jumper's no good. Taylor Griffin the rebound.
It evens out, John, because Curry's 3rd foul in the first half, I believe, was not a foul.
The window for Willie Warren. 18 for the freshman.
Players touches the ball as it goes through the net. Jamie Lucky went to the scorer's table, and that's a delay of game warning. Next one will be a technical.
Barr missing again. Warren going coast to coast. Can't do it. And Griffin comes swooping in. 7 fouls here, and we're barely 2 minutes into the second half. Sooners leading by 8. Curry, catch and shoot. No good. Griffin the board. Warren out ahead. Lays it in. Willie Warren, 20 points.
Oklahoma was champions in 5A in Texas. Well coached by Tommy Brakel, who also coached Keith Langford, who played at Kansas. A great program, and you see that he likes the spotlight.
Brendan McKillop handling, gives off to Curry. Wide open look, can't hit.
John, the last 2 threes he shot, he's been short.
Archambault to McKillop. Loose ball, and eventually McKillop comes back up and hits the side of the backboard. And now a kick ahead to Johnson. It's gotten a little sloppy here.
Slow down. Never mind.
Off the glass and good. Taylor Griffin has 14. Curry right back the other way, and Stephen Curry able to convert. He's got 21.
I'll remind you now, in the second round of the NCAA tournament, they trailed Georgetown by 18, came back and won 74-70.
Blake Griffin.
He's going to be such a great pick and pop in the NBA, not because of how good a shooter he is, but from that spot he can put it on the floor and attack the rim.
Oh, Andrew Lovedale between 2 defenders tips it home.
Griffin, by the way.
So a 10-point game, Sooners on top. Here in Norman, first game of the year between ranked teams, and Blake Griffin on the baseline.
From the weak side was non-existent, and you do not give Blake Griffin a driving opportunity like that.
Archambault, little floater. Blake Griffin, another reach. The Sooners by a dozen, and well, they've played outstanding basketball tonight. Turnover right there as Blake Griffin travels.
John, now Davidson has only 2 turnovers, but they're shooting 30% because Oklahoma has been very patient. They have stayed within their assignments. They're contesting shots, doing a reasonably good job on the glass.
Griffin steps in. takes that one away. Now Austin Johnson. Sooners looking to add to a 12-point lead, and now some pressure.
Got the lob.
And Griffin on the feed from Cade Davis. Blake Griffin with a dozen.
Well, he was pointing for the lob. They had it, but he's got a dozen, John, and he doesn't even need to score to affect the game. You don't have to run your offense through him. He just manages ways to find baskets.
Curry for three.
Last three have gone front rim on Steph.
They have missed 13 consecutive three-point shots at the Davidson Wildcats.
Very solid defensive effort. Nothing has come easy for McKillop's team.
Griffin short. Oh, Blake Griffin throws it down. Sooners by 16.
John, last night I told you Amari Stoudemire. That's who he reminds me of.
Steal, Cade Davis. Griffin the flush. 18-point advantage. All Sooners.
He's the #1 pick. Ricky Rubio of Spain, maybe DeMar DeRozan of USC. Hashim Thabit from UConn is a top 5 pick. But this kid is Amari Stoudemire. He's agile, strong, physical, quick. He's got it all.
Curry quick to the rim, couldn't get it to fall. Griffin another rebound, 15.
And he's got 16 points, John. And like I said earlier, you don't have to run any plays for him.
Cade Davis, his three is good. 21-point advantage for the Sooners.
If Davis, Crocker, and Warren will knock down threes, Blake Griffin will have a field day inside during the course of the season.
Rossiter gives back off to Curry. Shot blocked, and they call a foul.
Yes, he did.
Until he signed Blake Griffin.
Leaving VCU to come here.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Castiglione, the athletic director, they hired a guy that is a rising star. And he wasn't yet a star when he got here, but he's got such great moxie.
Taylor Griffin is swept.
Physical.
Paulus Goslin to inbound. Curry a wide open shot, knocks down that three.
He's got 27, and he's at. What a spectacular player Steph Curry is.
Yeah, he can get them in bunches, as we saw in the NCAA tournament. Knocked away by Rossiter. Curry and the Wildcats come back the other way. Archambault hits a three. It goes. And a foul.
Leach's offense, but Mike Leach has had 2 weeks to prepare. So what a great battle Saturday night right here at Memorial Stadium. Oh, throw that ball into the post.
Cade Davis looking to find Griffin. Knocked away. Archambault comes up with it. Davidson trying to cut into the lead as Lovedale puts it on. Feed from Curry. And it's a 10-point game and a steal. Now Curry from way deep. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
It's 7, John. Here they come.
And just 7-point game, a 14-0 run.
Oh, man. Remember, Davidson has played at Duke, at Carolina, NC State, UCLA. Bob McKillop plays that kind of schedule for games like this.
Austin Johnson trying to feed Griffin. Lovedale goes over to help in the double team, and Rossiter will be charged with the foul. 4 for 4. Tommy approves. It is Gale. Paulus Goslin bringing the ball up the court. Now they run Curry off the screens. Austin Johnson guarding Curry. Of the shot clock. Rossiter gets some help. Curry with a hand in his face. Shot clock winding down. 3 off the mark. Rebound fought for. And it's who else? Blake Griffin.
That looked
16.
good. It looked good, didn't it?
Looked like it was on the mark, and it didn't look like Curry had any space.
Can you imagine Blake Griffin averaging about 15, 16 rebounds a game this year? That's
wow, that's a block right there.
That's it. By the way, John, Austin Johnson's done a pretty good job defending Curry.
Lead back to 11. Reach in, and they get Johnson on the foul.
Well, that's almost an automatic too. Now that first camp this summer, the Nike Skills Academy, and I worked the camp, and Steph was there. And when he makes shots in practice, John, they almost never hit the rim. I've never seen a guy swish more three-point shots in a drill than he does.
Oklahoma by 9. Is Griffin outside. Jump stop off the glass, no good. Steve Rossiter pulls down the board, and Davidson and Curry looking to cut into the deficit.
See, here's the tricky part now. He's had to bring the ball down the floor. He's not giving it up yet.
Nice look as he finds Lovedale, who misses the shot. The rebound for Cade Davis. Griffin double team, loose ball, and a foul.
And made Blake Griffin concentrate maybe a little bit more. Worked reverse.
Curry rattles that one home. Absorbed the contact, intact, and still able to get it to go.
I think that's a horse shot he's beating his dad in the driveway with right there.
His dad, Dell, 16 years in the NBA. They get the block.
But see, this is tough now for Davidson because Curry's got to be your primary ball handler, so they can't run him off screens to free him. He's got to do more of it on his own.
Lovedale with Griffin on him into the lane. Little jump hook is short.
See, John, the ball never comes back. He brings it over midcourt, passes it, moves away. It never came back into his hands. That's the dilemma when you have him playing the point.
Closing in on 8 minutes to go in this one. Sooners by 11. And Omar Leary will reset it. 10 on the shot clock. We'll see where they go. Leary gets into the paint. Has it blocked out of bounds with 3 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be Oklahoma. 3 on the shot clock, Oklahoma basketball, and the Sooners lead by 11. Inside, Taylor Griffin fakes, uses the glass, can't get it to go, but Griffin a rebound and goes hard to the deck. Man, you could hear that. Lead by 13.
Great job again by Oklahoma. They make it very difficult for Curry to catch it first, and now he's going to the basket. Good look. Only a second assist, John.
Lovedale gets involved in the action. He's got 8. And again an 11-point Oklahoma advantage.
You can't rest easy if you're Jeff Capel because Curry can make 3 threes quickly.
Cade Davis, he's got good shooting touch. Can't get that one to go. Leary the board. And Oklahoma with a fresh 35. Crocker tried a 3. Got it. Tony Crocker last year in Oklahoma 3 wins. He shot 53% from 3 and 12 losses, 25%.
You don't think that three-point shooting will come in handy with Blake Griffin occupying 2-3 defenders inside?
Well, helping out with spacing to be sure. 74-60, deep 3-3 Curry. Allison the rebound. Curry on the move, can't get it to go. Big board by Crocker to slow it down.
Austin Johnson, Willie Warren, they have made Steph Curry earn every one of those 34.
Crocker to the goal. And they get an offensive foul. 74-60, Sooners leading. Rossiter being hounded by Griffin. Almost picked up his pivot, but looked like he might have walked. McKillop Lovedale over right, in and out. Rebound, Blake Griffin. That is his 19th. And that matches his career high, which he set last night.
Last year he had 27 and 14 against Michael Beasley in here. K-State came away with a win. Michael Beasley now with the Miami Heat. Blake chose to stick around a year. I think it's going to pay off for him next June.
Is there an NBA player he reminds you of? Paulus Gosselin, both with 5 fouls. And you see the foul trouble. Curry gets some help.
Well, that's been terrific defense. See, when Curry's your primary ball handler, you can take the ball out of his hands by doubling him.
Curry pulls up. 3. In and out. Lovedale. Got the rebound, but could not finish. Curry even went in the offseason knowing that he was going to play point guard and watched video of Richards just to see some of the subtle things that Jason was able to do.
And he was at the Steve Nash Skills Academy. You know, he learned from the best there. I mean, the guy has a great basketball IQ, and he's a great passer as well. It's just
saw the note. Curry had 19 assists in the first 2 games, 10 and 9. He's got 2 tonight.
Tonight it's been a night where he hasn't gotten as much scoring from his teammates as he's needed.
Off the dribble, 37 for Curry.
He's got 37 and he's played poorly. He hasn't played poorly, but he hasn't played the way he's capable. If he were on tonight, he could have 50 right now against a really good defensive team. That's the greatness of this guy.
Good ball movement. Crocker can't get it to go. Bar the rebound. Well, about 4 minutes to go. Bar, short shot. Fight for the loose ball. Jump ball. Davidson basketball.
Been probably a mid-first round pick last year. Can still help this. Oh, nice back cut. They had it in the first half, John.
Up and under. Curry, 39.
Yep. They had that in the first half. They didn't find him. They found him there. Special teams for Davidson, the inbounds plays. 39, and they have made him earn all 39.
Here's Willie Warren. Offensive foul will go the other way. That is huge.
Close. Looked like he might have gotten airborne. Tough one there.
Willie Warren done for the night. He had a huge first half, but he is fouled out. Lovedale backing down on Blake Griffin. Jump hook. And Griffin another rebound and a new career high 20 for Blake Griffin.
Effortless in the sense that, you know, he's so unassuming out there. Here's a back cut. They ran out. Bread and butter inbound set play, I should say. Oklahoma took it to him early, and they're hanging on despite this performance by Curry, John.
On their feet at the Lloyd Noble Center. Archambault got it. Big 3. Will Archambault played it. Austin Johnson handling. He's got 4 fouls. Brendan McKillop on him. We apologize for our video difficulties we're having right now.
And quite frankly, Louisville may be even better this year with Samardo Samuels and most of the scoring back. Another block shot by Austin Johnson.
Big block right there is Curry. Has 39, but he stopped in that possession.
Boy, Austin Johnson has worked his tail off tonight defending Curry.
Under 2 minutes, Johnson. Oh, that would have been a big one.
Look at the job in keeping Curry from getting it. All of these little possessions add up, and I don't know if they fatigue Curry. They've made him work.
Brandon McKillop, a huge 3. First points of the night.
Usually when you say 2-possession game, you don't really mean it with most teams. But with Davidson, you do because of Curry and McKillop shooting the ball the way they can.
They go into Griffin, kicks out to Cade Davis. And the rebound by Lovedale. Davidson basketball down a half dozen.
Possessions, he's got McKillop in the corner again.
Curry using the screen. 3.
Those are
way off the mark.
Tired shots, John.
But it's Davidson ball. Great save, McKillop. Brandon McKillop to inbound. Needs some help. And eventually they get it to Curry with Griffin on. Pull-up three. Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Stephen Curry with 42. That is a new career. They wind this thing down. A goodie indeed. 3-point game. Oklahoma ball. Cade Davis has it. And they go to Griffin. Who else?
Well, you got to double him quickly.
Crocker from the corner. Off the mark. Huge rebound.
Got a foul now. Excellent position by Blake Griffin on the backside.
No rebound bigger than Blake Griffin's 25 for 25 to start his college career. Curry looking for some space. Has it. Gets fouled and he'll go to the line.
Well, you put those two in the book more than likely. And now you've got to set your defense.
Books them both. And he's got 44. And they foul Cade Davis.
Good coaching by Jeff Capel.
Clock winding down. And the pass deflected. Saved. And that'll do it.
Not yet.
That'll do it. The Thunder slam the exclamation point. 14 ranked.